Hello everyone, this is Big Boss Calvin 83. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to y'all out there. Today I want to talk about something that I was thinking about, a few days from now. Actually, somebody posted it on their Facebook page about getting laid. And I've been thinking about that myself. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, yeah, I do feel lonely. I would like to have somebody. I like to fuck somebody. I would like to do kinky things with somebody in terms of the foot fetish aspect of it, with a woman. And I do think about that. I'm not going to lie to y'all and say I don't think about sex. I do. Every person thinks about sex. And when it comes to people who are living loneliness, who are living true force loneliness, suffering from true force loneliness, and have been denied a life, we think about sex. But here's the kicker. The way I handle it is that I don't look at porn, I don't look at pornography, and I don't look at fetish porn, like foot fetish porn, like I used to, because all that does, it creates that desire to want and need. The purpose of pornography, if I said it right, I'll say it again. Pornography, the purpose of that was to keep people in line from desire, to keep people from, being obsessed with sex so much that they will go out there and harm people, especially men. It would prevent men from harming and raping women, but that has an adverse effect. All that when they brought in the fashion industry, the pornography, everything's about sex. Everything's pumped in our minds about sex. I mean, from the school system to the media, to the music, the books, the magazines, Hollywood, the fashion industry, the pornography. Everything's about sex. Everything's about sex, and sex is a big fucking deal, and it's not a big fucking deal. I've came to realize that sex is not a big fucking deal. When you go through a period of time when you are forced to be alone and denied a life from your opposite sex, particularly most men are denied love and affection and sex from women, a man realizes that at some point he realizes that he has to focus on himself. He has to get his life better on his own. Because if he continues to think about women 24/7 and thinking about fucking a woman 24/7 and getting wild and crazy and freaky with a woman 24/7, he'll make himself grow crazy. Why do you think there's serial killers and serial rapists out there? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying, I want to just say it like this. I do not advocate rape. Regardless of how I feel about women, I do not advocate rape and murder. But I will say that too many women out there, you have denied men a life. Qualified men, nice guys, good men with good hearts, who all they wanted was a good woman in their life, and have a woman in their life. That's all we asked for. Y'all wanted this extra stuff. Not all of you women, but the majority of you, the vast majority of you women, wanted a man that was like over 6'5". He gotta have swag and charisma and some bullshit like that. He gotta have a nice car. He gotta have a fucking nice house, a fucking mansion. You gotta have a good personality. He got to entertain your dumb ass. You gotta say the right perfect things when there's no such thing as a perfect person, and nobody says the right thing all the goddamn time, just like you bitches don't say the right thing all the damn time. You women don't understand that you force men to be alone constantly on purpose. And then you wonder why, when the man get a chance to get with a woman, you wonder why you get attacked, you wonder why you get raped. You wonder why men just turn to become misogynist and start to become like serial killers and kill many women. Not saying it's right, but at the same time, it's fucking understandable. And people have to understand what a man goes through, a man's plight. It's the average guy, the average everyday guy's plight, who doesn't get a lot of females, who doesn't get females, period. And it's like society puts so much pressure on men to think about, oh, you gotta have a bunch of bitches, oh, you gotta get pussy, you gotta get all this pussy. And that's a lot of, and society puts the pressure on men. Oh, you cannot be a virgin. Oh, you must fuck a bunch of women. Other than that, you're gay. You're less of a man if you don't get pussy. If you ain't getting pussy 24/7, there's something wrong with you. And that's fucking bullshit. There's nothing wrong. If a man does not want to have sex until he's fucking married, that's his fucking right, and that's his fucking choice. You know what I'm saying? If a person wants to find somebody first and then have sex with them, get married first and then have sex, that's their fucking choice. I don't have no issue with that. If a person wants to have sex before marriage, I have no issue with that. Everybody has a fucking choice, but when a man like myself and other men like myself live true forced loneliness, we don't have a choice. We're just forced to be alone, and we were just forced to I don't know how to describe it, but men like myself are forced to not have anything. And we're denied shit. We're denied a woman. We're denied life. We're denied love and life from a woman just because we're not part of the status quo. And that's fucking wrong. We don't have a choice of what kind of relationship that we have. Women can have, if a woman wants to have sex if a woman wants to have sex with a man or anybody or a woman, that's her fucking choice. If she wants to have sex within 5 minutes from now, she can get it like that. Like she's fast like that. If a woman wants to not have sex for a year or a couple years, that's her choice. A woman has the choice the woman has the choice and the power, thanks to society and the powers that be. If she wants to have sex, that's her choice. If she doesn't want to have sex, that's her choice. But a man don't have no fucking choice. A lot of you guys don't understand that. You think you're picking the women, but the women are choosing your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? So women have all the choice and all the say so, and they choose what type of relationship that you have as a man. You as a man, you don't choose what type of relationship that you want to have with a woman. Rather be casual sex, one night stands, or long-term relationship, or marriage. You don't have no choice. You don't choose. The woman does. And I realized that a few years ago. I realized that. Just never talked about it like this until now. So it's like society measures manhood based on how much pussy he gets and how much money he has. Society measures manhood based on how many women he can have and have access to. But even though the woman allows that man to have access to as many women as he wants. See, the woman allows that, not him. So society measures a man's manhood. In America, society measures a man's manhood based on how many bitches he can have and how much money he has, instead of what's in his heart, what's in his intellect. Does he have common sense? Does he have integrity? Does he care about people? Is he a good person or a bad person? You know, instead of judging a man based on the contents of his character, society measures a man's manhood based on superficial bullshit that has nothing to do with being a man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of judging a man based on his merits, based on his morals, based on his character, based on how intelligent he is, based on if he has a good heart or not, no, society doesn't judge a man on that. And society just judges a man based on superficial, materialistic bullshit and other superficial things that have nothing to do with his prosperity and building a family and having love and happiness in his life. And that's really fucking sad. If a woman chooses not to have sex, she's not ridiculed and slammed for it. If she's a virgin, she's not ridiculed and slammed for it. If a woman says, I don't need no fucking man, everybody claps. You go, girl. That's right. But if a man says, I don't need no woman, there's something wrong with him. He must be a homosexual. If a man says, I don't want to deal with a bitch, oh, he's selfish. Oh, he's immature. He don't want to grow up. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? I'm tired of the double standards. So with misandry and gynocentrism. I mean, it's better to not deal with women anyway, because there's too much heartache, there's too much stress and headache that a man got to go through to be in a fucking relationship with a fucking bitch. Excuse my language, but that's just the way it is. You know, every time I think about having sex with a woman, you know what stops me from lusting after a woman? Oh, do you know what actually stops me? Oh, you know what actually stops me from thinking about sex from a woman? Guess what? You know what actually prevents me from getting horny and crazy and losing my goddamn mind? Do you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's simple. If I have sex with a woman, I can get her pregnant, and I know that you know, if a man uses birth control, that doesn't guarantee that he won't be a fucking father. You know, that's not going to prevent a woman from getting pregnant. If a man uses birth control like a condom, that doesn't guarantee that the condom will prevent that the condom will prevent the fact that a woman can get pregnant. It doesn't prevent the fact that that he can be vulnerable and she can be vulnerable to STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. So that's what holds me back. Being unplanned pregnancy and not being ready to be a fucking father, and number 2, child support. Yeah, that's a big one. Another one. False rape accusations. That's another one. A woman can falsely accuse my ass of rape, and society and the police and the fucking judge and the court system, and thanks to gynocentrism and female privilege, that the world will fucking take her fucking side. Even though the sex was consensual, she can say, well, he raped me, or I wasn't ready for this and I wasn't ready for that. She can make some kind of bullshit ass excuse to get out of her fucking responsibility, because she don't want to be. If she gets caught having sex with an undesirable male, guess what? She'll say, oh, she'll cry rape in a fucking minute. And a lot of women, and that's what a lot of women are doing to men. If a woman's caught if a woman's caught around and she gets caught with a man, and especially fucking with a man who's not considered a desirable, she'll cry rape. False rape accusations is a big one for me, because I do not want to get accused of some bullshit like that, and that's what scares me. And that's what scares me and a lot of guys. You know, a woman lying on a man. And another one, if I'm dealing with a woman in a relationship, domestic violence, drama, stress, heartache, aggravation, for no damn reason. A woman will stress a man out and pick a fight with a guy, argue with him for no fucking reason, and look for something to complain and bitch about. And that will lead to domestic violence. Another one, false accusations of domestic abuse. Okay? So, and what else? And those are the things that prevent me from lusting after a woman. You know, every time I think about getting laid, I think about those things. And I think the last thing is, it's not about getting laid from a woman. It's not about just getting laid from a woman, but also having a relationship with a woman. Every time I think about getting serious with a woman and getting married and having a family, I think about divorce. I think about, you know, losing my livelihood, losing my family, losing her, because a bitch ain't fucking happy. She'll never be fucking satisfied, no matter what the fuck I do. You know what I'm saying? she can use the court system, the court systems again. She'll use the court system, the gynocentric court system against my ass, and leave me and take half of my shit, 90% of my assets, take my children away, rape me for alimony and child support. So when I think about those things, it's not worth being. It's not in America and in Western nations. It's not worth. It's not worth a man being with a fucking woman, because because when it comes to being in a relationship with a woman, a man's taking a big risk. A woman is a huge liability to a man. You know, a man got to worry about false accusations. A man got to worry about STDs, unplanned pregnancy, especially if he's not ready for it. You know, the fact that a woman can blame his ass. Well, I wasn't ready to get pregnant, so I'm gonna make you a deadbeat dad. I'm gonna do everything I can. If you wanna be a dad, she can take that away from you because she has the reproductive rights. She'll say, "Well, I'm gonna get an abortion. There's nothing you can do about it, and there's nothing a man can do about it." If a man's not ready to have a child, she'll have that baby, and you got to be 100% responsible. And then when you try to have a relationship with your child, she'll do everything. She'll do everything within her power to keep you from seeing your child and rape you for child support, and lie on you and say you're a deadbeat dad when you're fucking not. Another one. False rape accusations, false rape accusations, and false accusations of domestic violence, of domestic abuse, because women love starting bullshit, picking fights with your ass as a man, and creating all kinds of drama because she ain't fucking happy. So you gotta entertain this spoiled ass bitch. A lot of women think they're different, that they're not like other women. But I come to the realization that a lot of women, the majority of women, think the same way. Because of programming in society. Thanks to feminism. So you women out there, I mean, there's no benefit when a man gets with a woman, there's nothing to benefit from. You're nothing more than a fucking burden. Because there's not too much stress, there's too much heartache, and too much pain and suffering. The only thing a woman is good for, I know people are gonna get offended, especially women. You're nothing more than a fucking. Your worth as a woman, thanks to y'all, thanks to feminism, you're nothing worth than a fucking lay. I mean, a man just needs to get inside your ass and bust a nut inside you, and that's the only positive experience that he has with a woman. I'm not saying that women cannot bring joy and happiness and make a man feel complete and make a man feel loved in his life. I'm not saying that, but he has to be with the right woman, though. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, the benefit what benefits a man when he has a relationship with a woman is being with the right woman. But what is the right woman? Every woman is saying she's a good woman when she's fucking not. And I'm not saying every man I'm not saying every man is a good man, but damn it, at least a good man and a bad man can admit that they're fucking wrong sometimes. A woman can never admit that she's fucking wrong. She can never apologize for her fuck-ups. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm gonna say is this, because I don't want to just talk all day, is this. Guys, be careful when you're dealing with a woman. Really, be careful. If you're thinking about having sex with a woman, understand there's a lot of consequences and repercussions, and you are risking your life dealing with a fucking female in today's time. So be careful. Like I said in the past, make sure you get consent from a woman. Verbal consent and document a consent and record the situation, record the encounter. Because if you don't, she can lie on your ass and you're in trouble. Make sure you get to know her. Don't focus on having sex with a woman. Make sure you take the time to get to know her. Get to find out what she's about, who she truly is as a person, and find out her health. Her health, the quality of her health. If she's clean, and if she's healthy, and if she has diseases or not, because you can get it. So get to know her. Find out if she's crazy or not. Find out if she's healthy or not. Find out what you're dealing with, because when you deal with a woman nowadays, your life is over. Just be careful dealing with these. I'm just gonna say it like this, guys. Be careful dealing with women, because when you deal with women, and especially multiple women, you are playing Russian roulette. Just remember, you have when you deal with a woman, you have a lot to lose. A woman has a lot to gain from dealing with a man. So remember that. Just use good judgment and take care of yourself and be smart. And that's all I gotta say. Good night. Peace.